And welcome back to Paddling Pool 223. We are here with two monster teams. Resurgence, the team that is seed number one, a very, very strong pickup, a very experienced player, but in front of them, a team that just, I believe, won the German qualifier official to the official Nintendo Championships. So they can say like right now that they're the best team in Germany, which is pretty good. And like they have also quite a bunch of experience, and it's always a pleasure to see them. We're gonna start on time control and Eeltail Ali. Bio, what can you tell us about Eeltail Ali?
Well, this is going to be a slight anecdote. I absolutely despise this map. Back when I used to play competitive, this map would always come up in the map list whenever I was facing a strong team. So I really hate this map. But you know that's just my personal bias. Tower control Eeltail Alley is definitely, I would say peak. Well, not peak, but it is pretty standard Splatoon 3 design. It's just one long hallway, and the tower moves in a pretty linear way, in pretty linear fashion. So it's definitely going to reward a very aggressive playstyle, especially if they can bring on some AoE weapons, such as the blaster that we're seeing on the side of Hell's Paradise and the machine on the side of Resurgence. But most notably, we're seeing the Sorella Tenebrella come out from Hell's Paradise, coming out from Anger, who is a renowned Tenebrella player. So yeah. we have seen that weapon get some renewed love from the community thanks to its new kit with Inkmine Trizuka. It's definitely very strong, and we're seeing a lot of dedicated players push it, such as Anger here. So I'm very interested to see how it plays on this map, since I haven't seen it a lot.
Yeah, it looks like things are pretty even right now, but two down on the side of Resurgence. Hells Paradise looking to get that first checkpoint and get an assault going. Noctis with the blaster already moving forward and trying to create some space on the other side. The tent is moving things too, but ooh, that's a very nice counter by Resurgence. Resurgence pretty much cornering every team member of Hell's Paradise one by one, and now they get the counter attack with a crab tank at the ready.
Yeah, this is the coordination that one would expect from an extremely high level team, or a top level team, really, from the likes of Resurgence. We're just seeing them play together so well. They're almost always taking fights together, and they just know how to play off of each other so well, and we're seeing it pay off as they keep staggering Hell's Paradise so well, moving towards the last checkpoint. They're setting someone up. They're setting two players up on the top left side, and that's two down once again on the side. Three down, wipeout on the side of Hell's Paradise. Nothing left to stop Resurgence's push, and that is going to be game one, going to Resurgence in a dominant fashion.
Yeah, that was that was like a crushing KO done by Resurgence. That was powerful, but Hell's Paradise, they have the experience, they've been here before. It's all about what you're able to do on different maps, and if they manage to find the thing that works, the flow in the attack of Resurgence, they could get it, and they have to get it on Mako zones.
Yeah. Like Pat said, the next map is going to be spot zones on Mako Mart. Once again, we have said this a lot. I already said this with Splat Zone Museum, but this is definitely a classic. It's come all the way from Splatoon 2. We all know how it plays, and these teams definitely are very comfortable on this map. They have played countless sets, countless games on this map. So honestly, I think they're going to have their goals pretty clear as to what they want to bring into this map, and I'm especially excited to see the blaster from Resurgence, since this is a renowned map for some of the air effect weapons such as sloshes and blasters. They excel here. So I think Resurgence is going to have a huge leg up if they can play around the blaster well.
So the blaster was on the side of Hell's Paradise.
Oh wait, yeah, wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait, no, yeah, you're correct. Yeah, Hell's Paradise had blaster. Hell's Paradise had blaster and Tenebrella, while Resurgence had the machine. I'm sorry, I mixed machine and blaster up. But my point still stands. But both teams have the AOE option, so it's which excel on Mako Mart. So I think it's definitely going to come down to which team can play around that advantage better than the other.
I mean, it's also about like, are you able to really get back in and establish a defense and establish a pushback once the other team is in control of the zone? And so far, we haven't seen Hell's Paradise really get back in the game. Like the moment Resurgence had the opportunity to move forward, it was over. And Hell's Paradise, they need a way to get back in. Granted, it's easier on Mako than it is on Eeltail, but they need to find the way to stop whatever Resurgence is cooking.
And we're seeing them cook some more with the rapid Techo, Sorella, Tenebrella, and Nautilus. 3 very unorthodox picks, while Resurgence is sticking to their tried and true double splash machine splatter shot composition, and but it's not looking good for Hell's Paradise. Already 2 down. They do even it out. It's a 2 versus 2 right now, but Resurgence is still going strong with their pretty staple composition. Hells Paradise, though, regardless, once again flipping it up, doing a great job of playing to their weapon strengths of that chip damage, that aggression, that midline pressure brought upon by 3 of the weapons on their team, and we're seeing them do a pretty good job of holding zone, but it's not quite going to be enough as their Tenebrella is going to get rushed down by the crab tank, by the splatter shot, and pressured right straight out of that Zuka. And that is going to be Hell's Paradise getting pushed back pretty effectively by Resurgence, losing more members, getting staggered. This is the same thing that we saw last game. Once Resurgence gets a slight advantage and they push Hell's Paradise back, they start a stagger loop that is really difficult to come back from, unless you have the crab tank that gets a key pick onto one of the splashes. 2 down, both splashes down. They have very little painting power now, and this seems to be the opportunity that Hell's Paradise was looking for. But if they don't deal with the splatter shot on the left stack, they're not going to be able to do much. They do. The Inkjet gets a clean direct, gets 2, and just like that, it is going to secure the zone for Hell's Paradise and keep Resurgence on the edges of the field.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they need. Hell's Paradise, they need to constantly be in a player's advantage because they have so little paint on their side compared to Resurgence triple shooter comp. Oh, that's a very nice shot by the Nautilus, and right now Hell's Paradise, even when they get the pick, they are still on the back foot, they are still defending, they are still just struggling to get near the zone. And that tent is going to be able to complete the push through the Nautilus, and that's a very good view actually. With 2 picks on Hell's Paradise, 3 picks right now. Resurgence, they're looking to get rid of their penalty, score even more points, than if they defeat 1 more push, they get a KO.
Yeah, this is looking really dangerous for Hell's Paradise, but they managed to get a pick on the splash. They'll have to go now, though. They're with 15 points remaining, that's not a lot, but they had 2 picks. They get the possibility of a 3rd. Not quite. Noah stays alive, but the damage is done. Hell's Paradise managed to flip the zone, giving Resurgence a whopping 57 points of penalty and buying themselves a little bit more time to bring back this game. The Nautilus managed to pick off the crab tank, the straggler, on the right side of the map and slowly push this right side, but they need to do it now, and they can't die to the shark on the right side. That is devastating. Hell's Paradise does not have their Nautilus, and they lose their Tenebrella. They're getting a little bit too ahead of themselves, and Resurgence is punishing that lack of caution on the side of Hell's Paradise and just getting pick after pick after pick to nullify any advantage that Hell's Paradise had when they flipped the zone.
Yeah, now the map is all blue. Resurgence, they don't need even that much to keep things going their way. Meanwhile, Anger needs to get everything they can out of their Zuka just to get near the zone and apply a little bit of pain, but that's not enough. And they just neutralize the zone, but they pay dearly for it, and Resurgence is going to take that game 2 and the set.
The great.
Resurgence.
Yeah. No, sorry. You go. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no, you go.
No. I know. I just wanted to mention that it's just like I mentioned on Hell's Paradise last hold of the zone. They're getting too aggressive. I mean, of course, their composition is of course very aggressive in nature, but it needs to be controlled aggression. They're getting too ahead of themselves. They're playing too fast. They're not playing with caution, and against a team like Resurgence that's running such a composed and slow composition, such with the machine doubles and double splash, you can't just be running in blindly. They're gonna have a lot of tools to stop you in your tracks, and we just saw Hell's Paradise not really take that into account, and that's why we saw them get picked off one by one, just punished by Resurgence.
Yeah, and that was the gambit that Hell's Paradise was running. They had very specialist weapons. The moment your painter is down and you have a Nautilus and a blaster and there's no point on the ground and the splash is back to spawn, your team lost. You have to move back. Like even the tent can just delay things, but you just lost the engagement. You have no paint, and unless you get the picks right now, you have to move back. And the thing is, Resurgence, they knew how to play that completely and how to exploit the weakness and the strength of each weapon and know, okay, we can pressure that weapon. If we do that, then the rest of the team has that weakness that we can exploit to our best. And that's what's really it's so hard to make it pay when you have a comp like what Hell's Paradise really showed us. It's like you have to constantly be aware of your teammates' weaknesses and not let that slide, because the moment one domino falls, the rest of the team is in great danger.
For sure. Well, without further ado, we're going to be going on a short break to get round 3 of this single round 3? Yes, round 3 of this single elimination bracket ready for you all. So we will be right back. Sit tight, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.